Hi everybody and welcome to this new video. Today we have our first discussion slash podcast. I don't know if you can call this a podcast, but this is like a discussion video. We're going to be discussing Kingdom Hearts 3 with one of my best friends from my childhood. His name is Carlos. His name is Carlos. But his artistic name is Nebanil, to put it like that. That's his PSN. And also I call him Chief, so throughout the video you're going to hear me calling him Chief all the time. So here's Carlos for you.
Hi, everybody. So, my friend Chris here has already given me enough of an introduction. So, I say we get to it.
All right, let's do it. So, as you know, Chief, Kingdom Hearts 3 dropped a new trailer last weekend, and they revealed a new world, Monsters Inc. world. Let's talk about the world real quick for Kingdom Hearts 3, and let's make a recount of how many worlds we have confirmed so far. And I wanna make this a recount of Disney worlds only. I don't want to talk about Twilight Town, Hollow Bastion. Those worlds are cool, but they're not Disney, and they don't bring anything that exciting, I guess. So to make a recount, we have Tangled, we have Toy Story, Monsters Inc. What else do we have? Olympus Coliseum.
Yes. We also have Olympus Coliseum. I do believe that the Aladdin world will be making a return, or am I wrong there?
No, they haven't showed anything about it yet, so we can't count it. Well, we know Big Hero 6 is a confirmed world, but they haven't showed anything about it, so I'm going to count it. We have 5 confirmed Disney worlds so far. Now I'm going to ask you, Chief, what worlds would you like to see in this game? Even if it's returning worlds, you can tell me, I would like to see this world returning or whatever. Just give me like about 4 or 5 worlds that you would like to see, and tell me why you would like to see those worlds.
Well, I know a lot of people are sick of Agrabah, but I want to see it come back because it's always been an interesting world, the aesthetic and the interaction between Aladdin and Sora. I would also like to see a Marvel or Star Wars world because now that Disney owns the right to Star Wars and Marvel, it seems only fair that we see a world of their movies in this new game. What about you, Chris? What are you looking forward to?
Well, I'm gonna tell you real quick, Carlos, Chief. There's always a jungle world in every Kingdom Hearts world, at least in the main games in 1 and 2. Like in the first one it was Tarzan, second one it was Lion King. I think they could bring like a Jungle Book world. That would be interesting. You could have Mowgli and Baloo as the party members in that world. And also, we know that in the PSP, Birth by Sleep game, there was originally going to be a Jungle Book world, so it would make sense if they brought that. Also, I want to see a Star Wars world. That would be really interesting. The thing about Star Wars is that there was a mobile Kingdom Hearts game that was canceled, and it had a Star Wars world in it. So there's a huge chance we will see a Star Wars world in this game. Also, a Frozen world is a big chance also, because in that mobile game as well, there was a Frozen world that was canceled. So most likely we will see a Frozen world. I'm not a big fan of Frozen, to be honest, but I mean the movie's so popular, and there was a world in that mobile game, so most likely we will see a Frozen world. Also, returning worlds, I hate returning worlds. I mean, they were cool in the games that they were in, but Agrabah, for example, I wouldn't like to see Agrabah again, because Agrabah has been in every fucking single Kingdom Hearts game. So far, almost every game, and I'm like,
Birth by Sleep, I believe.
yeah, exactly, and I'm like, okay, so we're gonna be in that world again. We've been there 1,000 times. Let's give a chance to a new world. The only returning world I would like to see would be Pirates of the Caribbean, and like if they based it on the second movie and Davy Jones was like a boss fight or something, that would be really fucking sick. That's what I think. As for the superhero world, well, I mean, I would love to see an Incredibles world. I love the Incredibles. A Marvel world would be awesome. I'm a huge Marvel fan. But it's been confirmed that there will be a Big Hero 6 world, and that's the superhero world that's going to be in the game. So I doubt there's going to be a Marvel or an Incredibles if there's Big Hero 6 already, right? And Big Hero 6 is Marvel. It is originally a Marvel comic, so you could say that is a Marvel world already. So there's that. And last, I'm gonna say about the worlds real quick. There's one world that this is my dream world. I know I will never see it in a Kingdom Hearts game, but I want to put it out there. Gargoyles, Disney's Gargoyles, the old cartoon. You remember that?
I do remember that.
That
How
would
did that
be
look?
so fucking sick.
Having Goliath as a party member, now that would be sick.
Goliath in your party. Sora, Donald, and Goofy as gargoyles. Holy shit, that would be, dude, that would be so sick. It's not likely to happen, but that's my biggest dream in Kingdom Hearts. So now that we spoke about that, let's talk about the trailer a little bit. We saw Riku's appearance, how he's gonna look in Kingdom Hearts 3, and he looks just like Mother Flower Noctis.
An exact copy. It's almost as if Noctis is the one selling the game for them at this point.
Exactly. I mean, I'm gonna have a comparison right now on screen of Noctis and Riku. Even the hair, even Riku's hair, they changed it. Like normally Riku had his hair down all the way, and now he's got it down and like spiked up a little bit in the back, just like Noctis. And everything, the clothing, he's Noctis, but he looks really sick to me. Riku's my favorite character in Kingdom Hearts, and I love Noctis. I love Noctis from Final Fantasy, the character design and stuff. So I'm happy with that. Did you see the new Keyblade by any chance or no?
Oh, you mean the new car keys?
It looks. Oh my god! How did they do that?
I mean, I'm guessing they're trying to bring in a new modern key design. They tried it once in Kingdom Hearts 2. It had good reception. Maybe they're trying to do it now for the second game. I mean, for the third game coming out. And I think it can be done well, although there's not really a whole lot you can do with car keys and modern-looking keys because, let's face it, they all look the same.
Yeah, I agree with you, and what that point that you brought is really interesting. Like they're trying to make it more modern. I think you're right about that. They're trying to make the Keyblade a little bit more modern now. I like it. I mean, it looks like a car key. There's thousands of memes on the internet. Oh, a queso key. Oh, a car key. Oh, blah blah blah. To me, it looks mature and it looks really cool. So I'm really happy with also King Mickey. They showed King Mickey's clothing. Like I was telling my brother in the secret ending of Dream Drop Distance, at the end they show Riku and King Mickey, and Sid gives them a suitcase, right? Like a suitcase with special clothing that resists the darkness and shit. And I was looking forward to seeing that. I was like, oh man, I can't wait to see King Mickey, because Mickey and Riku are my two favorite. It's like my favorite team, and they look really fucking awesome. Say what?
They're the underdogs of the series, the ones doing all the important stuff behind the scenes.
Exactly, and I really like that. They're always dealing with the darkness. They're always going to the dark realm and doing shit there, and I don't know. I think they look really sick. I'm satisfied. I'm happy about that. Now, one interesting thing, Chief, that they revealed in this trailer was the fact that Vanitas is back, and he's going to be one of the 13 darknesses of Xehanort. Can we do a recon of the 13 darknesses? How many darknesses do we have so far? Let's count them together.
Well, let's see. Well, as you mentioned, we have Vanitas.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there's also the original Xehanort.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's still a debate whether or not Terra will become one of the darknesses or not, or if he's going to be one of the lights. So
Yeah.
that's on the fence.
I'm not counting that one either, exactly, just in case.
And then there's Zemnis and the original Handsome Heartless.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know. Do you know any others?
Sayix, and they reveal Marluxia in the newest trailer, so I'm guessing he's also a darkness. And Sigbar is also a darkness in at the end of Dream Drop Distance. So we have 7 darknesses so far confirmed.
So that's just 6 more, I believe.
Okay, so the question here is, Chief, let me see if you can give me some insight in this. Okay, so they have 7 darknesses out of 13. They're missing quite a few. And there's a few things they don't have anymore because originally they wanted Sora to be one of the vessels. At the end of Dream Drop Distance, Sora was going to be one of the vessels, but they saved them, so they don't have that. Axel is not, because Organization 13, that was the real purpose of
That was the original
Organization.
plan. Yeah.
Exactly, but they don't have Axel anymore. Terra is on the fence, like you said.
They lost the clones that they acquired from the different timelines, also at the end of Dream Drop Distance, I believe.
Exactly. I mean, I would still count them. I would still count young Xehanort because he was in the trailers and shit. So, but now I want to talk about Sayix real quick. Now, Sayix and Axel are my two favorite members of the organization. And you know, when they were humans, they were close friends. Isa and Lee, they were close friends. And at the end of Dream Drop Distance, Axel clashes his I was gonna say his Keyblade, but he didn't have the Keyblades at that time. He clashes his two fucking rings of fire. They have a name, but I forgot right now. Chakrams. He clashes it with one of the hooded figures, and then the hood falls off, and it reveals that it's Sayix. And Axel looks at him, and he's like, Isa. And for 1 second, you can see in his face, in Isa's face, that he's like he recognizes Lee, and like there's still a conscious in there, like he's still not fully possessed by Xehanort, and he's like, but then he's like, no, like he's still on Xehanort's side, and he fights off Axel. Maybe there's a chance that Isa will be one of the good guys, right? What do you think about that?
I would like to say that, but we also saw in Kingdom Hearts 2 and Dream Drop and other interactions that while Isa and Lee are good friends, Isa also possesses a strong will to his own convictions. If Isa believes that Xehanort's way is the way that should be done, he'll stick to that, and he's willing to disregard his friendship with Axel if necessary. And we also see comments that Isa and Lee, after joining the organization, while they do remember that they were friends, the two drift apart due to the difference in ideals. So, I don't know.
Yeah, those are really really good points. I had not taken that into consideration. And you're right. Now that I'm thinking, in Birth by Sleep, when they were back when they were humans, Isa was always like more reserved and more convinced of his own shit and more serious. So that could be it. I mean, but I do believe they gave us a hint when Axel was like, Isa, and he like reacted for 1 split second. Or maybe he didn't even react. I'm just making it up. I don't know. I'm gonna put the clip here for the people to see it when they're watching this video. I don't know. I really like Isa, and he's a really cool character. Just to be possessed by Xehanort like that, like a puppet, that would be a waste for me, in my opinion. But seeing how they're so short in Darknesses, maybe they will just keep adding more members of the organization, right? Maybe they're gonna reveal that Larxene is also back, and she's gonna be part.
I would personally love to see Larxene return because I think out of all the members of the organization, we know the least about her. At least with Marluxia and the others, we at least have a slight glimpse on who they were as original people, but Larxene, we know nothing. We don't know what she was like. We don't know her original name, where she originally came from, and it would be interesting to see her come back after her brief appearance in Memories.
Yeah, I agree with you. Larxene is very interesting, and she's the only female in the organization, so that would be really cool. I really like that character. She's very sadistic and evil. Like if she comes back, if she's back, most of the members came back to life. If she's alive, she will side with Xehanort because she's an evil bitch. She's like Harley Quinn. She's like wicked evil. So we have that. What else? What about the lights? How many lights was it? Was it 7 lights?
It was 7.
Okay, can we do a recount?
We have Sora, Riku, King Mickey. It's possible that Lee will be one of them. But then here's the debate. Now, the remaining 3 can either be Ventus, Aqua, and Terra. But there's also Kairi, who is also being trained to learn how to use the Keyblade. That would make 8. So, again, that also puts on the fence about whether or not Terra will be a light or a darkness. And there's also Ventus. Ventus, he may return as a light, or he may have a completely different role altogether. What do you think?
Well, you're right. There's different variables because, like you said, if they're not gonna bring Ventus back physically, like maybe they're just gonna leave it inside of Sora, like a part of Sora. Because in the trailer, Vanitas senses Ventus inside of Sora, and he tells Sora, like he's talking to Ventus. He's like, "Oh, you're hiding inside him. How pathetic," or some shit like that. So Ventus is definitely inside of Sora. Maybe they will just leave it like that. Maybe they won't bring him physically. So if they bring Ventus, things will change. If they leave him out, then Kyrie could be a light. Again, Terra is another random factor. We don't know if he's gonna be a light over darkness. We don't know if Kyrie's gonna count as a light or not. So, but we definitely know they have all the lights. They definitely have all the lights. And also Lee, we don't know if Axel is gonna be one of the lights. Even though he has a Keyblade, we don't know if he will count as an actual light. But we have enough lights, so that's all there. And what else can we say about the trailer? I don't know. I think we covered most of it. Any last thoughts? Any expectations? Anything you would like to add, Chief?
Well, regarding Vanitas, I hope they have an explanation as to why they have a recycled Sora character model, for starters.
Well, I was talking to my brother about that. And although, we love Kingdom Hearts and we love what Tetsuya Nomura has done, he likes to bullshit a lot. He likes to do a lot of plot holes. He likes to bring a lot of shit just for shocking value. Just to make you think like, oh my god, Vanitas is back, but it makes no fucking sense. He's done it before. My best guess, as I was discussing with my brother, is that since they introduced time travel now, Xehanort went back in time and he brought Vanitas back from that's the only explanation I can come up with. It would make sense. It would be really really cheap to explain it like that, but it would make sense, right?
Yes. I mean, there are lots of other theories that we could come up with, like maybe Vanitas was never dead, since he's technically just a being of darkness entirely.
Right. Well, I don't know. So Chief, anything else you want to add before we close this video? Any expectations? Any last thoughts?
Well, I know Sora is the main protagonist, and the show will ultimately be his entirely, but it would really be nice to be able to see more of what Riku and Mickey are up to, perhaps make them playable throughout the story for a change. Do you agree?
Okay, well, that's one of the first things that I always expected from Kingdom Hearts 3. Now that you mentioned that, I would discuss this with my brother a lot. I was like, what if they make three different like sides of the story? Like you can play with Sora and see how things happen with Sora. Then you can play with Riku and King Mickey and see how they saw things, and then you can play with Kairi and Axel and see things in that direction. Or maybe they're just gonna make one main game with Sora, and then they're going to put like a Riku DLC to see what happened with Riku. Kairi DLC, see what happened with Kairi. Those things will be really cool to see, different perspectives, play with different things. Like in Dream Drop Distance, that you can play with Riku and Sora and see both sides of the story, right?
That would be interesting, indeed. I'm not sure how I feel about Kyrie and Lee, but I guess it's different.
Yeah, I mean, because they're Keyblade wielders and they're like main characters. I mean, I don't like Kyrie one bit as a Keyblade wielder. I would rather play as Lee with the Keyblade. That would be badass and have her as your party member. But since Kyrie is basically more protagonist than Axel, maybe they're gonna make Kyrie the protagonist and then Axel the party member. I don't know. It's just theories, but I want to put my last thoughts in this real quick to close this video, Chief. Um. Kingdom Hearts has been an amazing franchise, amazing run. This is going to be the end of the Dark Seeker saga. It's not going to be the end of Kingdom Hearts, but it will be the end of the saga that we started when we were kids. So this is going to be epic. I feel like there's so many things that need to come to an end in this game, that this game is going to have to be really huge in order for this game to give us what we want, right? like the Master of Masters? Will he finally reveal himself? Will he be the final boss, or will he be Master Xehanort? Is Luxu going to be around? All that stuff, like, there's so many things that need to be resolved in this game. It better be huge. It better be a fucking huge game. So we're expecting a lot from this game. I want to thank everybody that watched this video. If you want to see more of these discussion slash podcast kind of videos, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what games or what subjects you would like me to discuss. And also, thank you, Chief, for being in this video. I appreciate your time and your insight on everything. Alright? So, I will see you guys next time. Thank you.